Welcome to our Introduction to Maliseet Language sessions. With the help of Jessica, we're going to begin this session and teaching about learning language through songs. And we're going to use one of the songs that was gifted to the women in our territory here in the East and has been sung. And there's been revisions made, but we want to teach the original first version. We're going to start our lesson, and it's going to be the Mother Earth song. Now, this song is what's very important today, so good. Yeah. What I wanted to talk about is kinship terms. It's very important to know that kinship terms were very valuable to us before English came. Since English has come, we don't use our kinship terms anymore. For example, we have the words mother and father. Mother is niguas, and it means literally my first home. Today we use the English version of mother, which is mama, which is anglicized. So when we take that out of our thinking and out of our words, then there's a relationship that changes because you're almost devaluing the original word of saying, addressing your mother as your first home. Father is mittaks, and that has to do with the sound of creation, like thunder beams, etc. It always has to do with voice. And Father Sky is known to carry voice. So it's important to call our father mittaks. Our grandmother, today we use the word mimi. It may come from okmi, which is an old word that means grandmother, or it may come from the French word mimère or grand-mère, which means grandmother in French. But the original word for grandmother is nokmas. Okay, that means grandmother. Another thing that young people today are looking for is, what clan do I belong to? They've forgotten their clan names, and the purpose for that is because we're not using our kinship terms. One of the kinship terms, for example, is how to address our aunts and uncles according to whether they're related to our mother or our father. So there's a paternal and a maternal difference. Today we use the English version, which is generic, and it's aunt, but it doesn't let us honor whether it's the aunt on our mother's side or the aunt on our father's side. So it's really important, it's even starting today, we can start addressing our aunts according to how we're related to them on the father's side or on the mother's side. On the mother's side, we call her Gizes. On the father's side, we call her Nukam. Same thing with uncle. We have 2 words for uncle. On our mother's brother is Nijaluk. And on the father's side, it's Magadem. Magadem is one way, and Glamuksis is another one. Sometimes they're used for brother-in-laws as well because it's like an uncle. And then, of course, we have within our own immediate family, people have always known that we respect anybody older than us. And the first lessons we learn is within our own family. So in our family, if we're lucky enough to have an older sister, we address her as Mrs. Mrs. That means my older sister. If you have an older brother, then we call him Hazes. And if we have a younger brother or sister, there's no title. They're just addressed as no simis. And it doesn't matter whether they're a little brother or little sister. So just those few words tell you, okay, well, why do the older ones have titles and the younger one doesn't? And so when you're introducing your siblings, whether they're older or younger, whoever you're introducing them to will know where you are in the family line of, siblings. So that's very important, and it's very important to use those as a term of respect, as opposed to today we have not so kind words for our siblings. So that's one of the things that I've noticed. Now, two terms have remained, and it's dus and gus. And that literally means my dus is my female child or my female young girl. It could only be used for somebody younger than you. So I can address you dus because you're younger than me. And when I address you dus, I'm literally saying, I love you as much as if you were my own daughter. You can't call me dus because I'm older than you. That's when the aunt would come in. So if you know me according to your mother or your father, and even though we're not blood related, you could use that term, so you can call me aunt. And same thing with gus, and it's for my young son, so anybody younger than you. Those have been abused lately because what people have been doing is they're thinking it's a friendly term, and so they're calling each other gus when they're the same age. But it doesn't really mean that. I'll give an example. Now, not that long ago, I was interviewing an elder in Toby First Nation, Neguitco, and he was introducing me to his grandson, and he said, my grandson just got accepted into medical school. And the grandson happened to come in, and I said, Dankakulo Gus, I'm so proud of you. And he goes, don't call me Gus, I'm a man. He thought it meant little boy, and so it offended him because he was a young man. And I says, oh, no, that's not what it means. It means I'm proud of you as if you were my own son. And I'm so proud you got accepted into medical school. And he goes, you don't even know me. I said, oh, I do, because I know your grandparents. And so, see the respect that still continues, that's not really evident anymore. That's why these kinship terms are important. One of the things that I think is important when you're talking about your family, just to go over the kinship terms that we talked about, if you go to the next page, it has my grandmother. I'm going to go how to say my grandmother, your grandmother, and his or her grandmother. Okay? Nokmes, knokmes, okmeso, musums, musumso. And that just tells you it's first person, second person, third person. So how I'm reading it is, when you say musums, that means my grandfather. Kmusums is your grandfather, and musumso is his or her grandfather. Okay, let's do niguus. Niguus, higuus, wiguuso, meetups, kmeetups, meetupso, and that's the word for father. The next one is my older sister. Mrs., Kmrs, Masizo. And the next one is my older brother. Hazes, Hazizo. Okay. And then the next one is my younger sibling. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's your younger brother or younger sister. It's the same. It doesn't matter because only when they're older do they get a title. Nosimis, Osimizo. And here's where we're talking about paternal aunt. And this one is Nokum, Gokum, Okmo. Okay, that's for paternal aunt. And the next one is maternal aunt. Ngizis, Kizizo. And my paternal uncle. Glamuxis, Glamuxizo. And then of course my maternal uncle is Nijaluk, Nijalpo. Okay. Now, one of the things that cycles of life is really important because when a new baby is born, it doesn't matter to us whether they're male or female. It's just bileiosis. And it comes from the word new, which is bile, and then wasis. Bileiosis is newborn. Bileiosis. When they start walking, and then of course the style of moccasin will be important, and that's when you distinguish whether they're boy or girl. So bilsquasis is young girl. Skinosis is young boy. Okay. And then we go into adults, and so when you're an adult, rather than have a word for adult, we have skida and apid. So skida is the word man, and apid is the word woman. And of course we have elder. Now I have, and we'll go to the word elder, because we do have two terms for elder. One who just ages, and one who gives back wisdom, okay? But these are the ones you're going to hear in the community. Takonos means elderly man or senior citizen man, okay? And the senior citizen things. Gusquasos is an elder woman. And sometimes when people complain about arthritis or something, and they'll joke right away and say, gusquasos, takonos, so they'll use those as an endearing term. And stuff. But I never called my elders old man or old woman in that sense. That would be more for teasing, What I call my elders is kchiji twinut, kchiji twinut. The root word kchiji means you have knowledge. Every word that comes out of your mouth is something that someone's going to hang on to because it's valuable, For example, we have elders in our communities, that we can't wait to go ask them for advice. Those are kchiji twinut diji. Those are the ones who know. So kchiji twinut. And the other one is just someone who ages, who is just going by years. That means somebody that just became a year older. And sometimes, unfortunately, maturity is based on the years you've lived. But we have to remember there's also wisdom in young people, and we have to honor that. So basically, that's what the kinship terms are, the most important ones to know. Now, at the end of the page, if you see that at the end of the page, this is a tribute to those grandmothers and grandfathers throughout all the years as a teacher. I would ask the students why they're not carrying their language, and they would always say, because my grandmother didn't teach my mother, or my grandfather was punished for it. So what ended up happening is I heard it, and I started to realize that it almost seems as if we're placing blame, for not carrying our language on somebody else and not taking the onus. So I decided to do a ceremony. I went to fast, and I wanted to ask my ancestors, what can I do to bring the love of the language back into the hearts of my people? And this is that prayer, Wulas Welcome Wagan. I call it a language honor code because there was an issue in the beginning when I was introducing it as a language prayer. Prayers aren't allowed in public school systems. So Wulas Welcome Wagan literally means language honor code. It's a code of honor. Okay? So can you say that? Those Wulas Welcome Wagan.
Wulas Welcome Wagan.
Nukmasuk. Nagan Musumsuk. Waliwan. Chill. Ladwe Wagan. Gizi. Menuakiak. Chilneelan. Neelanich. Digech. Nulayudmanen. Chill. Which Guavazitit. Nidlayich. And that means in English, grandmothers and grandfathers, thank you for our language that you have saved for us. It is now our turn to save it for the ones who are not yet born. May that be the truth. And this actually is translated into many languages around the world because I've gifted it, because I didn't want children to be given blame, for the grandparents who didn't pass it on. They didn't have a choice. And so what we have to do is promise those elders and give gratitude. Thank you for everything you've went through, that you've saved our language. And now it's our turn. And so we have to find different ways, like this project, on how to save the language.
Wulas Welcome Wagan. Nukmusik, Nagan Musumsik, Waliwan to Ludwe wagon, Gizimin wakiak to Neelan. Neelan addigage, Nalayudmanen, Chiwech Gwabazitit, Nidlayage. Grandmothers and grandfathers, thank you for the language you have saved for us. It is now our turn to save it for the ones who are not yet born. May that be the truth.
And so one of the songs that came from those kinship terms is the song we're about to review, and it's called the Mother Earth Song. And yeah, means Kji is the part that means sacred, and Gigwasan is all our mother. So we share the earth with other families. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just look on here, and you've got a book there, Louis. And so again, this song was gifted. This song was gifted to the women in our territory, and the first verse is Gachi Galawuzit.
Gachi Galawuzit.
Another way of saying Gachi Galawuzit, which is creator. Gilayut.
Gilayut.
Meaning this is for you. Okay. Skitkamik.
Skitkamik.
Madak Miguk.
Madak Miguk.
Sida Gilayut.
Sida Gilayut.
Meaning Mother Earth and all of our land, this is for you. And then it goes into the chorus. But the very next verse, and you'll see the difference here between singular and plural, because the next verse is Pseude,
Pseude,
Nukmasuk,
Nukmasuk,
Gilwawiyud.
Gilawawiyud.
So see the difference between the first paragraph, Gila is singular, Gilwaw is plural. So right off the bat, you know you're talking about more than one grandmother. You couldn't say that about creator. So it's evidence for us there's only one creator, regardless of what, what belief system there is, there's only one. And so that's a good cultural reminder there of only having one creator. Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseude,
Pseude,
Gilawawiyud.
Gilawawiyud.
Then it goes into the chorus again, and the next verse is Pseudan Musumsuk,
Pseudan Musumsuk,
all my grandfathers, Gilawawiyud,
Gilawawiyud,
Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Leave that. And of course, into the chorus again, and it goes into Pseuda,
Pseuda,
Wigwasuk,
Wigwasuk,
Gilawawiyud,
Gilawawiyud,
and that's all the mothers. Okay. Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseuda,
Pseuda,
Gilawawiyud.
Gilawawiyud.
Goes into the chorus again. And the next one is Pseuda,
Pseuda,
Mitaksuk,
Mitaksuk,
Gilawawiyud,
Gilawawiyud,
Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Is that right? Yeah. Goes into the chorus again, and then it goes to Pseuda,
Pseuda,
Wazizuk,
Wazizuk,
Gilawawiyud,
Gilawawiyud,
Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
Goes into the chorus, and then it kind of reminds us about our relations. And you hear this word a lot, especially after talking circles. Psil Dolnabama, all my relations. That includes not just the two-legged families we have in the white family, the yellow family, the black family, and our own family, the red family. It also includes the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the ones who live in the water, and the ones who live in the earth. So it includes all that. So Psildolnabama, Gilawawiyud,
Gilawawiyud,
Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madak Miguk,
Pseuda Gilawawiyud,
Pseuda Gilawawiyud.
and then into the chorus again. And then this one has to do with the four families that I just talked about. The red family, the black family, the yellow family, and the one family, the white family. Pseuda,
Pseuda,
Mausuinuuk,
Mausuinu,
Gilawawiyud.
Gilawawiyud,
That means all the people, two-leggeds. Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madakmigok,
Siuda Gilwawayud,
Siuda Gilawawiyot,
and then they pray for all the animals. Siuda,
Siuda,
Wayasizik,
Leosizik,
Gilwawayud,
Gilawawiyot,
Skitkamik,
Skitkamik,
Madak Miguk,
Madakmigok,
Siuda Gilwawayud,
Siuda Gilawawiyot,
and then it goes into the chorus. Now, what I've done is, as a lesson plan, I've had students take that song and add a few more verses. So some people have added, Siuda Besesmuk, all the stars, this is for you. Besesmuk,
Sesam,
Besesmuk, Siuda Alukik,
Alukik,
all the clouds, or Siuda Abazig,
Apazik,
so it's all the trees. And so what's nice is because some people will have favorite things that they can incorporate into the song. So it's something that it's almost like a wampum bell. You can add a verse to it and add a verse to it. So maybe a generation from now there'll be new verses to this song, and that's the beauty of it.
This is a song usually sung at our intertribal gatherings, and it's called the Mother Earth Song. And the first verse, which reads Gachi Galwizit Gilayud, translates into Creator, this is for you. Skitgamik Madakmiguk means Mother Earth, all of our land, this is all for you. The next verse in the song is Pseudanukmasuk Gilwawiyud, means all the grandmothers, this is for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. The next verse, which reads Pseuda Musumsuk Gilwawiyut, means all the grandfathers, this is all for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. The next verse, Pseuda Wigwusuk Gilwawiyut, means all the mothers, this is for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. The next verse, which reads Pseuda Mitaksuk Gilwawiyut, Skitkamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, means all the fathers, this is for you. Mother Earth, all of our land, this is all for you. The next verse is Pseuda Wazizuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, means all the children, this is for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. Pseuda Ndulnabamak Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, is all my relations, this is all for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. The next verse is Pseuda Mausuinuk Gilwawiyut, means all the people, this is for you. Mother Earth and all our land, this is all for you. The last verse is Pseuda Wayasizuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, means all the animals, this is for you. Mother Earth, all of our land, this is all for you. Gachi Galwazit Gilayut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilayut, Pseuda Nokmasuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, Pseuda Musumsuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, Pseuda Wigwusuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, Pseuda Mitaksuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Pseuda Gilwawiyut, Pseuda Wazizuk Gilwawiyut, Skitgamik Madakmiguk, Psí de gilwáujud. Psí den dul na beamach. Gilwáujud. Skit gymig. Madach migog. Psí de gilwáujud. Psí de mausawínúg. Gilwáujud. Skit gymig. Madach migog. Psí de gilwáujud. Psí de weas sísag. Gilwáujud. Skit gymig. Madach migog. Psí de gil